Oh, this one is for the Thursday class. It's mainly it's about lecture, so I'm recording it. Just let me recap of on Tuesday lab. So I'm kind of showing how we can work on the file permission, folder permission, how we affect our assets. Okay, so I'll recommend so you can practice. But if you know how it works, then you're okay. Mainly demonstrate that we are working on the Ubuntu system is a Linux system, so mainly everything rely on command line. Because most of it just like we need mainly rely on like with a GUI, and maybe you don't know how to edit it. And also most of the system nowadays we are working especially like on enterprise system. I'm working for organization company, maybe in the backend, mainly maybe the server. Maybe it's like without the GUI server, then how can you handle those command or operation? Then that's we rely on it. Okay, and we move on for today. This one will be more we talk about the ethics. So we're pretty short topic, but it's important. We try to emphasize. So this is mainly like the philosopher. So it's going in like BC 399. The most important thing is not life, but the good life. So in a community, like ethics is like for sure through the diverse culture, political, religions, ideas, and practice through which the political social groups give them the members guidance about how best to live. Okay. Especially for a topic like for introduction. Maybe if you do taking other courses, let's say some area analysis and also maybe other courses for some, when you learn more skills and also you equip more techniques, then you compare with normal people, like you should have more ideas. So how can we apply use it correctly, like ethically correct? So like ethics is important, and how we apply on that technology and cybersecurity. Okay, so it's important. So always a topic. So emphasize like in our lab, and also sometime I give you an example what you learn. So just be careful. So technology just like we shape the global distribution of power, justice, responsibility, and also it gives us an impact or opportunity of living a good life. Of course, we look at technology. To me, there's nothing really say positive or negative impact. So it really depends on how we like distribute like an eventually amount of the individual of or like for groups digital dividends. So a lot. So it depends on who are using it. Okay. And technology can help the like create a fair and more like social like arrangements, also create some like new access to means of living well. Okay. So technology is not ethically like nature. I should be also working on the new ethical standards like in emerging areas such as AI, robots, and data management. To me, when you equip more and then you are able to if you have a chance, opportunity to like touch those like sensitive data and then work on some information, then ethically, then how can you do it correct? Okay, protect your client, protect the information. Don't disclose or misuse the information. Okay, how to protect it? So it's really important. So the right now the challenge also getting greater. One is like the pace of change. So the like unprecedented speed and scales which like technology advance transform from social fabric of our lives, and the inability of like regulator and then the law market to keep up this like change. Expertise, so lawmaker, so they're like of the technical experts. It's like they need to guide effectively technology policy, and then it means like those like technical experts that increasingly called upon to help anticipate those social impacts and to think proactively about how their technical choice like to impact human life. If we get discussed, can we ask that AI is it good, or right now no matter which like platform, Copilot, OpenAI, and lots of different like AI helping to So how can we use it correctly? Okay, ethically, right? Okay. Of course, it can help us. So like insist. So, but are you, of course, like everyone knows. Maybe we're using the AI help us to do the assignment, help us to complete also my paperwork. I always I think it's really positive. It's good. It helps us reduce the unnecessary or help us to save the time. Okay, so it make us it create more effective working way. But it doesn't mean it should include your own idea, thinking, and even I say okay, if student ask the AI to help you to write a code revision, sometimes the syntax or they really solve the problem, maybe not. Okay, so you need to know how to modify, how to change the code. Okay, so all this is a good topic. And then for the ethical issue, so it's called a cybersecurity. How can secure and shield the ability of human individuals and then groups to live well? Okay, this is important because for cybersecurity, it's a practice. So we need to, one thing is that how to secure it. So like keep safe for data, computer systems, networks, including those like software or hardware. And well, those data like systems or network. So maybe some economic or some other value in and of themselves. Okay. So here's the info key and important. So all these like we're teaching or like included for cybersecurity practice. So we're trying to primarily protect other like integrities, their functionalities, reliabilities of human institutes or practice that like rely upon those like data system and networks. Okay. And also we try to protect those like institutes like and practice cybersecurity professionals. So in turn, like protecting the life and happiness of human being. So it depends on that. More like different nation. So make it simple, we just like it's really critical to the protection of the user, student powers, water consumption, water investment. So everybody. Okay. So in our daily life, everything technology, everything generate the data as actually all this like transaction. So we need to have really like professional and it's a practice that help us to it's crucial and really critical to do the protection. Okay. We have some examples that telling situation, but because in the lab, then I'm not really go further to it. And let's say if right here is the maybe some like hardworking Cambridge college senior and then request a copy of the university transcript to like be sent to the 10th grade school. So which he apply, and then if we don't know reason, the victim malicious and undetected into his five in university network. So maybe prank or change a random section of student course grade to NF like this. Lots of example, and if you watch the news, those things happen and possible. Here in the lecture, we do have a lot, but because I'm making videos, maybe for open for discussion or like what you know. And so far, I just like skip all these examples. So if you're interested, like equally some like DDoS attacks, and for like attacks of farming family, and or some like middle level manager as a subcontractor. So including the internal company network with the malware. So all this, or sometimes with the talented freelance hackers. So they try to identify some previously unknown but easy like fix vulnerability in the current OS of particular manufacturers mobile phone that allow to remote injection execute them malicious code. So all this, so they're getting some certain benefits like using the skill techniques. I just like quickly jump through all those examples. Just remember what's the important significant ethical issue. Just like define an ethical issue. There's an important or significant. So when it's associated like harms or benefits, have the substantial like possibility of making a differences to a certain individual chance have a good life or the chance of the group to live well. Okay. And also ethics impacts human choice. Like white tiger or like the board of lightning may be very significant, but it won't be ethically significant. So everything, just as conclude like right here, cybersecurity efforts, so are often corrupt behind the scene. So largely like hidden away from customer, client, or other user. All the ethical nature of cybersecurity practice can be harder to recognize. So we need to know there's an issue for ethical issue in the cybersecurity. And then what are the impact? So we need to know, okay, why is so critical? Then if we do have some failure, what happened? So it may be, we need to know, we can introduce some risk to the people's life safety, or can be like destroy people or business or like reputation, saving, liberties, all these things. So the key is that, okay, success or effectiveness, they say, how can it benefit to the society at large? Okay, safer infrastructure, reduce the social economic anxiety, and how can we increase the investment in innovation? So all this is the idea, like we can bring the successful in cybersecurity. Okay, and maybe we can look at some like important ethical issue, like let's say if harms for privacy. So maybe some common cyber threats to privacy include maybe like identity thief, blackmail, extortion, also like corporate or government exploiting as a misconduct like this, including some challenges in the network like societies, always some sensitive data, like rarely stay confined to the digital content, and which is like original, like create or share. And then the create the global data ecosystems also gives most the individual likely to like know a bit to personal like current or like delete, correct, or control the storage or release their privacy information precisely. When we talk about like privacy right here, so it's not only their own activity, but maybe like facial. Nowadays we lost like facial idea, even maybe collecting your fingerprints or this, and maybe some like your voice, your face. So it's like why now? As what I say, why now? Because the AI also, I think it's like they can just record maybe your 1 minute or 3 minutes things, or if you know some celebrity, because they have all their videos, their voice, their face, they are exposed, so they can use the AI to train it, so they can pretend and call you. To see once the technology like getting more powerful, then ethically, like some people thinking, okay, how can they use it to get the money or do something like harm to society? Then it's like important like to do the protection and protect your privacy. So we need to be careful and sensitive. So in this course, like mainly we just like let you know what's like ethics also is your awareness. Okay, those like possible maybe cyber threats to the property also include some like maybe some manipulating the like electronic funds, stealing some valuables in the IPs, actually trade secret, obtain the bank account numbers, password. That's what always happen. Bank account number, password, or causing some damage or destruction to individual, like mostly organization digital or physical property common. So if they want to affect the organization operation, maybe sometimes just like damage or destroy their properties. Okay, like some like digital. Okay, motivation. Okay, such as harms can be like violent. Really, some people they maybe we call the by profit seeking criminal. Okay, so enterprise they or like some like politicals, you know a lot. If you actually not the states, also other countries. So within the period of the like for the election, whole the country, they will preserve a lot, it increase a lot. Like you see overseas attack, so they like try to hack into the system. So maybe they would do a lot like affecting the social media. So you see, so they're non-state actors, also by the agents like corporate ex countries, and then also some like militaries, intelligence agents, foreign nations. So also impose some like lone hacker or like collective seeking to demonstrate their own destructive power. So all these, and then would be another one. Our ethical issue is about the resource allocation. Maybe some like the cost. So given high cost, we try to like is an effort like consume some considerable individual organization resources like time. Always I say time, money, expertise. So all this. So they try to like give some like negative impacts to the system capacity performance. And then when they try to lower the performance, consume more, like make the like, higher power consumption like this, or usability, reliability getting lower. So all this we try to like identify as like justifiable balance. So it can be trained that well resources, cybersecurity is other kind of functionality. So it's just an ethical one. So since it requires that reflecting carefully upon the harms, benefits, with the rights, values involving in such a decision. So it likely impact the decision on the ability on other to seek a lead a good life. So like this. And then the next will be the transparency and disclosure. When we talk ethics, we also say like generally you can say it will limit the obligation of the transparency in practice. It affects the well-being of the people because cybersecurity. So here's a pretty key idea. Some later you will see a lot. So it's a form of risk management because those that risks significantly impact other parties. And there's a ability for ethical duty to disclose those that risk when known, so so that those that are affected can make an informed decision. So here's the idea in the later of the lecture. So now we talk about the risk management PPA. Because no matter how strong we try to defend or like protect system, it's like usually like all the attacker or you see like always happen maybe every year when you watch the news. You see why now the technology is getting more powerful, stronger, then why still happening? Because we're always looking for better new probability, any possibility. Okay. So it's nothing perfect. So that's why we need to have a plan, strategy, and then have like risk management, and then how can we respond to it? So that's more important. Okay. And the complexity of cybersecurity scenario like always involve different facts. Maybe place different goods or like interests at the stake. So there's no one size fits all rule. So here's the important idea. So because then there's no perfect ideal like solution instruction that can I follow to guarantee okay appropriately transparent cybersecurity practice. So right here. And we do have some like regulation, maybe some security branch notification law and some like cyber incidents reporting to federal government. Actually, we do have it. And here is the key concept. Once we don't have a quota, we emphasize no one size fits all rule, then we need to be ready. Okay, what's the possible use? Then we have like some steps or plans can follow. Okay, and notice like who are the stakeholder. Okay, and for the cybersecurity practice, they maybe involve like those role duties and interests maybe involve with a number of distinct roles or interests. So someone may be in tension or conflict with one another. So the variety of roles or subcultures of cybersecurity practice also generate the confusion about the ethical standards of the cyber security committees. Okay, maybe let's say the ethical standard of the hacker community. So they will have a debate amplify. So the divergence study subcommittee, those like identify what's the white hat, what's the black hat, a gray hat hacker. Sometimes you see that when we try to hacking, okay, sometimes they are really for benefits money, okay, or sometimes they're hired to do that, or sometimes they helping to increase the they're looking for the vulnerability or risk, and then propose certain solution. Then that's great. They're good hacker, okay, for helping. Or some company try to pay for some hacker to try to looking for what's the potential risk. Then they can cover it. Okay. Then so that's why we have the diversity. Okay. So this we need to discuss. Okay. So of course, like right now in our school, if we try to or like we always be talking. So school always open to it, but we need to really like do the paperwork, like submit the report, like everything under control, and make sure like what's the potential risk, and then giving what's the reason, and then what's the benefits why we doing it this way. So those are paperwork. Okay. So if we need to be a white hat, then you need to under lots of restriction, limitation, and secure. Okay. We have lots of practice for the cybersecurity ethics. Just like remember, I'm not go through all here because you can read it and you can see like keep security ethics in spotlight, just like consider human and life interest behind the system. So all this. So if you're interested, you may look into it. So right here are listed, and then some legal issue. For the legal is like, of course, like money damage capital, financial crime, you see consumer protection online, ethic and conduct, cybersecurity, so it's part of it. And the credit management complaints process, and then the data privacy with government control, divergent and regulation, all these from the regulation and like challenge. Okay. And for the legal part, we talk about the cyber criminal. Okay. Substantive, like procedural, cybersecurity criminal, and cybersecurity regulation. And we do have lots of regulation. And right here, we just need to know, okay, for the cybersecurity regulation and complaint right here, so they are not really equivalent to the security. But this one, it just involves a meeting virus control. So maybe usually like and by the regulatory authority in some law or industry group. So they just try to protect the CIA confidentiality, integrity, and reliability of data. So the complaints are like requirements was like by the industry and sector. In different industry, maybe they have different requirement. If you remember our previous slide, I just go through quickly. So it's okay, maybe for transport, okay, for financial, they have different way looking about CIA. Okay, well, which part they were taking care more, okay, focus on more. So they can use our specific organizational process or technologies to safeguard data. So it will be like this. And major securities, right here, we see put a lot will be the HIPAA or the GDPR. So just need to remember the full name because I'm not really asking to remember all this, but you just need to know. Okay, so what it stands for? The Health Insurance Portability of Accountability Act. So this one I passed by the Congress in 1996. So you see, put it a long time ago. So maybe like if we need to be updated, okay, maybe the CIA of the personal health information, maybe it may change. Okay, so how can you be like catch up of the nowadays or the GDPR? So it's the General Data Protection Regulation. And because we have different platform devices, and then when we are getting more variety, so it introduced in 2018, then how can it fit to nowadays? How can it protect a better like some regulation related to personal data, privacy, data innovation, security? So okay, even when other cookies, you say that if the website collecting cookies, then they need to show okay, can if you think it's so annoying, right? But they need to know okay, they calling the cookies. So it's just kind of the policy regulation change. Okay. And then more with something, the FERPA and also the PCI, and then the associate. And then maybe the one I pick up for the talk about the payment card industry. So this one maybe can develop, promote the payment card industry security standard. Maybe we're concerned about like how can we like implementation of standards such as assessment, scanning codification, and self-assess questionnaires, or training education or product certification program, something like this. Put it a lot, and because I won't like really ask in the exam or not require you to memorize. So you just need to have some idea like NIST, NRC, like CIP, HIT, ECH. So they are standard like this. And GDPR for the EU, and then they have like the 7 principles. Mainly we talk about the like principle, just like they make sense, like of course the lawfulness, fairness, transparency. What's the purpose limitation, data minimization, accuracy, storage limitation. So you see related to the storage, some accuracy, like maybe the purpose, fairness, transparency, disclosure of data, and then integrity, confidentiality. So the data, the data that will be right, and then accountability. Okay, and those like the full GDPR right for individual, maybe like do they have a right like being informed and right to access data for the verification and the erasure and restrict process data portability, right to object. Okay, and then maybe the right around to automate decision making and profiling. So all this. Here is just showing that in the progress showing from CIP, and if you remember, it shows right here. So we have the NERCIP, the North American Electronic Reliability Cooperation. So it's a critical infrastructure protection. So it's like not for profit international regulation authority. So the mission ensure the reliability and security of a backup power system in the North America. Okay, so you see like try to develop and enforce reliability standards and annually assess the seasonal or long-term reliability, monitor the power system through the system awareness, educate, train, certificate industry personnel. So right here, and you see it could kind of like changing from 002, 3, 4, 5, keep going to 001, information protection. So it keep like increasing. Okay. And the last part, we will talk about the cybersecurity framework. Okay, so what is the framework? So definition, a series of documents, so define the best practice and organization follows to manage this cybersecurity risk, such as frameworks that reduce companies' exposure to the vulnerabilities. So it's possible, and the NIST, so including the maybe the function including listing ID, PR, DERS, RFC. So as ID will be identify. Okay, how can we do it? Identify some maybe follow with some categories, and then PR will be protection. Maybe the protection can identify identity management, access control, awareness, training, data security, information population, that is maintenance, and then detect. So how can we do the detect? Maybe some continuous monitoring, detection process, or respond. So respond, we say we have a risk management, and then based on the one, and then what's the follow-up, what's the detection, and then what's the response. So maybe response planning, communication, analysis, mitigation, or improvement that's going. And then recover is part of important part of the cybersecurity, and also for risk management. Because we always try to do protection, but protection is nothing, not always perfect, like able to. Then how can we do in detection? And more important is how can we respond and then recover quickly, recovery planning, improvement, communication, all this. And so far we be quickly go through all the ethical issue of cybersecurity. Here's the important, or we are not really, like there's no lab or nothing really related to ethical issue. but it's more important like to all the students and like who are studying cybersecurity when you equip with all these skills and with the knowledge. And also maybe in that when I introduce more, of course, in this course, what you learn, you just knowing how it like theoretically like how it works. Maybe we can simulate how it works. Of course, it won't really hurt the system, harm to anybody, but compared with the most of people, you know more than that. Okay, then first, like to yourself, increase your awareness or ethically, like how can you use it right, correct, and how can we follow the regulation, restriction. Okay, so that's more important. And so far, for the ethical part of this lecture will be kind of finished early. So if you watch the Tuesday video, if you have some difficulty, I guess if you have some idea about Linux system, then you will be fine. And then later I will keep going talk about the file permission, like read, write, execute, those right, and then with the numeric and symbolic meaning, and then I will give you the assignment related to it. So later you would work on it. And this is for this class. Thank you.